So Honda City, Hyundai Verna, Suzuki Ciaz and the Skoda Rapid. As it's a comparison video, I'll share my opinion straightforward with highlighting their main features, and as I haven't driven the new City, so I'll share my opinion on the basis of what I have read and what I have seen about the driving dynamics of the car. So this is the D segment battle, and here I am comparing the best sellers and the best car in the segment. I haven't included the Volkswagen Vento as it's a pretty much rebadged Skoda Rapid, as they both pretty much share the same aspects as they belong to the same group. I haven't included the Toyota Yaris, but people are not anyhow showing any interest in the Toyota Yaris, and I'll make a different video why the Toyota Yaris didn't make a cut in the Indian auto market. Looks, it's a completely subjective matter, but as it's my opinion, and many of you may agree that the Hyundai Verna, especially the new Hyundai Verna, looks the best in the segment, especially with those fluidic and sharp lines. It looks the sportiest of the lot. The new City is more soberly styled than the previous generation car. The previous generation car was more sportier than the current car, and it is, as the Honda is selling the old or the previous generation City with the current car side by side. The Ciaz looks are reserved, but the highest version of the Ciaz looks better, especially with the body kit and the spoiler. And the Skoda looks are more go than the show. And the new City Yaris is probably coming to the India. It looks much sportier than the current City, which is now launched in India, especially with the red paint scheme. And also there is a completely new Skoda Rapid launched in European countries, but as we always get this car pretty much late after launching in European countries, and the Skoda here in India is launching the base version of the currently selling Skoda Rapid. So don't know what's going on with the Skoda features. For this comparison, I have taken the top model and the costliest model of the lot. It could be petrol or diesel, as the Suzuki doesn't have a BS6 diesel engine. So I have taken the top model and costliest model of each of the cars. The City and Verna here are closely matched, as they both are newly launched cars. They pretty much are the best equipped car in this comparison. Then comes the Ciaz, and then followed by the Skoda Rapid. And between the Verna and City, there is one here and one there. They each have a unique feature that the other one doesn't have, where the new City gets Alexa remote capability.
Alexa, open the boot. So as you can see, the boot has been opened remotely by Alexa.
The Verna comes with the popular cool seats, so they both are matched neck to neck. There is a tie between Honda City and the Hyundai Verna, followed by Ciaz, and then comes the Skoda Rapid. As safety is concerned, the case here is no different. The City and the Verna have 6 airbags, while the Ciaz and the Rapid have 2 airbags. All these cars are good at safety, but as the Rapid is the oldest here, it doesn't get the ESP, hill hold and traction control, which others are equipped with. So coming to the interior space, the City is the longest and the widest here, which means the City is the best for 2 at front and 3 at the rear. But the Ciaz also has the highest wheelbase in this comparison, which means it is at par with the Honda City as per the interior space and comfort is concerned. But due to the plush interior and also the sunroof and the features like curtains, side curtains for the windows and blind for the rear, the City is the best if you are getting driven. And at front there is enough space in all cars. So as far as the space is concerned, the City is the spacious, then comes the Ciaz, then comes the Verna, and then comes the Rapid. So engine and transmission, I have driven the diesel version of all of these cars, and I have driven the petrol version of the previous generation Honda City. And if you are looking for a petrol car in between any of them, so don't look any further, go with the City. The iVTEC in the City is just a brilliant engine. It revs up to 6600 RPM, which make it the highest revving petrol engine in this comparison. And also it's pretty much fun to drive. as it changes its behavior after the mid-range, and also it's absolutely silent as per the NVH is concerned. And if you are looking for a diesel car, as there are only two diesel options available, one is the City and one is the Verna, as they both are as they both have BS6 compliant diesel engine. So don't look further, go with the Verna. It has the best engine of the lot. It is the most powerful, it is the most torquey, and it's the most silent, and it's the most economical. The diesel engine in the Honda is also good and economical, but the diesel clatter you hear in the Honda City is much more than you hear in the Hyundai Verna. And also the NVH level of the diesel Honda City is not at the level of the diesel Hyundai Verna. I haven't driven the petrol Suzuki and the petrol Skoda, but as much I know and I have read and seen about the cars, if you are looking for a petrol, then hands down don't look any further, go with the City, especially the manual. And if you are looking for a diesel, then don't look any further, go with the Hyundai Verna. The 1.5 liter DDIS 225 engine was brilliant, and the best came from the Suzuki. Thanks to the BS6 emissions norm, Suzuki has to drop that engine as it couldn't comply the BS6 norms. But I think Suzuki must bring that engine and make that BS6 comply, and because it suited the CS pretty well, and the engine was drivable, efficient, and it too has less NVH levels. So I'll make a different video on why Suzuki should bring their diesel vehicles back and start selling diesel vehicles in India, and why diesel should not get completely banned in India. So coming to the price, the CIS here is the most affordable, and it is the best value for money, and it retains its value pretty much better than any other car in the segment. The Skoda has the least resale value among these all cars. The Verna and the City are the costliest here, and they are priced a bit too high considering these are the D segment car, not the C segment cars. So they are priced more premium than the other two cars. As coming straight to the conclusion, and as per my thinking, each car is best in its own, and the case here is no different. You get the best build in the Skoda. If you are looking for a value for money car and which does good in all areas, then go for the CIS, as CIS is jack of all trade but ace of none. And between the City and the Verna, which are the newest member of the lot, if you are going to get driven most of the time, then don't look any further, go with the Honda City, especially the diesel one, as it's more economical and it's more comfortable at the back, and also it's a sufficiently powered car. So even if you change the mind and you want to drive, you can drive the car. And if you're going to drive the car, and if you're looking for a petrol car in between all of them, then go for the Honda City, because it has the best petrol engine of the lot. It is silent, it is a rev happy engine, it's a peppy engine, it's more fun to drive engine of the lot. You will have no regret buying the petrol Honda City. And if you are a diesel head and want a diesel car of the lot, then don't look any further, go with the Hyundai Verna. It's the best engine, it's silent, it's the most powerful engine, and also it's more fun to drive diesel car of the lot, as I have driven the diesel version of all of them. So if you want to get to know more about these cars, I'll provide a link of my blog which I have written on this car, and also you can find the car brochures of each of the car here, as the City is newly launched car, so I haven't got the e-brochure of the City. You can check my blog, I have written everything in detail in that particular blog. So check that blog if you want to get to know more about each and every car here.